Capacity building is extending your base to increase your height. Capacity building is extending your base. When you are building capacity, you are extending your base in order to increase your height. Matthew 25 and verse 15. Matthew 25 and verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, several capacity. And straight away took his journey. It didn't come by favor. What he gave them didn't come by favor. It came by capacity. That I like you or love you doesn't mean I should assign some certain things to you. What I assign to you is dependent on your capacity, not on my love for you. Not on my love for you. In the journey of life, there are no sentiments. People will not assign things to you because you speak in tongues. They will assign things to you because you have built capacity. And that is why it's like the Christians, we are led back. Because while others are building capacity, we are praying. While others are spending 3 months building capacity, getting refreshed, learning new things, you are spending 3 months fasting and praying. At the end of the day, opportunities will not show up because you prayed and fasted. Opportunity will only show up because you have built capacity. He said he gave them the talent according to their capacity. So the one of 1, that was his capacity. The one that had 5, that was his capacity. The other one that had 2, that was his capacity. So from scriptures we see that you can't be apportioned anything from God above your capacity. You can't be apportioned anything from God above your capacity. It is not that God is not hearing your prayer, but you have not built capacity for what you are asking for. Some of you are praying now. Some ladies are praying, Lord, give me a good husband. Give me a king. You have not built capacity to be a queen. You are still a Jezebel. And you're asking God for a king. He will give you a panebita. That is your capacity. No matter how much you pray, that's what you get. That's what you get. What God releases to you is strictly on the basis of your capacity. Some of you now, the first day you touch 1 million, you may stop coming to church. You have not built capacity to handle millions and still be humble. And still be humble. That is why, that is what is lend the millions. So it's not that God cannot give him. Bible says if he can give us his son, he did not hold back his son. What is it that he will hold back from you? God so loves you that he can give you 10 million. But these things don't happen by sentiment. Go and build capacity for it. Only 500,000 naira you had. For 3 weeks, nobody saw you in church. So what he gave them according to their capacity. So that is to say, the higher the capacity, the higher the blessings. The higher the capacity, the higher the blessings. Capacity prepares you for greatness. When capacity is built, preparation has taken place. When capacity is built, Preparation has taken place. It is your capacity that decides what God commits into your hands. It is your capacity that decides what God commits into your hands. The larger your capacity, the larger responsibility God gives to you. To be 10 times better, 10 times larger than what you are, go and build capacity. 2 ways, I will give us 2 ways to build capacity. Number 1, your mind. Romans 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Until your mind is open for renewal, there will be no shift in capacity. The capacity of men is in their mind, though. Until you have the mind for it, you have not built capacity for it. Until you have the mind for it, you have not built capacity for it. When you stretch your mind, you increase capacity. You increase capacity. Whatever your mind can carry, you have built capacity to handle. Whatever your mind can carry, you have built capacity to handle. Don't undermine the place of your mind. Never you undermine the place of your mind. It is your mind that decides your worth in life. Your mind decides your worth in life. That is why you see somebody who came out as first class is still begging for food, because in his mind he has not built capacity. His mind built capacity. The mind is very critical. Number 2, I'm rushing because of time. You have to learning. You want to build capacity, keep learning. Keep learning. Lasting impact comes when men are enlightened. That is why in this first service we don't teach to excite you, we teach to enlighten you. Keep learning. Don't be tired of learning. It is a capacity of your learning that decides the standard of your living. And it is a capacity of your learning that as well decides the standard of your earning. If you want to earn more, learn more. People who are earning more than you know more than you. It's not grace, it's not favor. It's not favor. They know more than you. That is why they are earning more than you. Learning is what builds the reservoir for continuity and capacity to maximize opportunities. Learning builds the reservoir for continuity and capacity to maximize opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, struggles and challenges will collapse when you learn. There was a scripture that changed my life years back, about 8 or 9 years ago. I've been preaching it, but one day it came differently. Mark 8:32, I think, or John 8:32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So if I'm in bondage, there is a truth I don't know. What keeps men in bondage is ignorance of the truth. The day you know the truth, you are delivered. And you shall know the truth. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. What truth do you know? What truth do you know? You don't know by praying. You know by learning. When you learn more about life, you enjoy more in life. When you learn more about life, you enjoy more in life. And when you learn more about God, you enjoy more in God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to build capacity, keep learning. When last did you read a book? When last did you open a book to read? The internet has become one of our greatest distractions in this age. Let me tell you something. Whatever it is you want to become, there are people who have become that same thing, mastered it, and they wrote it down in books. And they wrote it down in books. When I was trusting God for church growth, I did not pray about it. I read the book of Yonggi Cho, how he broke through in Asia. After reading the book, my mentality changed. The first thing I did was to scrap our Sunday school. I didn't know I was wasting my time. You will do Sunday school, do question, people will come and ask. After that, you start preaching again. What's the essence? Scrap it off. It was difficult for people to come in terms with it because of where some of us came from. But it was scrapped off. A lot of things scrapped off. I didn't know I can be a blessing. I can teach and people are blessed for 20 minutes. Then I will preach for 1 hour. If you dare watch your time, while I'm preaching, you're watching your time, I will get angry. I will start shouting at you. Today is Sunday, so of you to give God time. Which give God time? Things have changed. Things have changed. I didn't pray about it. I read about it. You want to be a business tycoon, whatever you want to become, there are people who are ahead of you. And what they have learned and mastered, they have written it in a book. It will not come to you by revelation. It will come to you by knowledge. And how do you acquire that knowledge? Learn. Read. Your level of learning is your level of earning. Go and learn in order to enhance your earning.